Good day. Today's Total Body Fitness is going to be a chair fitness class. So let's go ahead and get warmed up. But first, you'll need a lot of stuff if you have it. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can do all the exercises without it. But if you do, you'll need a small ball, resistance bands, some dumbbells, and of course, the chair. So let's start with a hip hinge. So standing where you can place your hands onto the chair with a flat back, and you're gonna just stretch and come up. So coming down, soften those knees so you don't overstretch your hamstrings and come up. We're trying to keep a flat back and bending here at the hip crease. And finishing out, and shake out your legs. From here, we're gonna take a side bend. If you have a chair that's got a back, you can use that to support your side bend. If you don't have a back chair, you can place your hand maybe on a countertop or another piece of furniture nearby, and then you would switch to the other side. Let's do several rounds of this, so rotating and stretching and rotating and stretching. Perfect. Then from here, we're going to come to the chair to sit, going to point and flex your feet. Now you can do one leg at a time, or if you want to hold both your legs up at the same time, just think move your ankles forward and back. Then you're going to place your feet onto the ground, sit near the edge of your chair, and lift your heels like you're coming up onto your tippy toes, and then lower back down. My knees are quite bent so that when my heels come back down, I'm feeling a stretch. And then when I come up to the tippy toes and back down, I'm working my calf muscles. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to tuck one foot underneath and lean back for a quad stretch. If you've got a chair that you can't put your foot through, you would just go to the side and extend and lean back a little bit to get that quad stretch. You're really trying to reach that foot as far back as you can, so you got to be near the edge of your chair and lean back. Moving at your pace, staying as long as you like on each side. I'm moving a little bit quicker here. And last one. Next, you're going to scoot back a little bit in your chair. You're going to straighten one leg to stretch. You can just flex that toe back. You'll feel a good stretch in the back of the leg. Then you'll switch and switch and switch. Next, you're going to lean over to the side a little bit so you can let the arm dangle and shake. Then you'll switch, dangle, and shake. Let's try that one more time. And switch. And then sitting up nice and tall, shoulders are going to roll down your back and then be relaxed. Hands onto your legs, and you're going to chin tuck. You're going to bring your chin back. You're going to turn your head to the right, center, and left, center. Turn right, center, and left, center. Now let's turn the head to the right and hold. Hold, breathe. Inhale and exhale. And then turn your head to the left. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Coming back to center, we're going to think ribs come in and flat. So you're trying to make an abdominal contraction as you're sitting up tall. Then you're going to relax your belly and stretch the chest forward. Ribs are going to contract in and slightly down. I'm not really rounding much at all. I am just contracting my stomach muscles, and then I'm going to relax and stretch. So contract and relax. Contract and relax. I'm really kind of focusing on these lower ribs here. I'm thinking of pulling them down and flat. And relax and pull in and relax. Next up, we're going to stand up. I'm going to shake out those legs a little bit. My leggings are from Amelia Activewear, so be sure to click on the link in the description below. By going through my link, you will get a special savings of 15% off. They've got really cool, different leggings that I know you're going to enjoy. So you're going to need your small ball, and we're going to place it this high on your back. So about mid-back, and we're going to stretch back. If you don't have a chair that has a back on it, you can place your ball on the wall and do the same stretch back. All right, so getting yourself into position, you'll be seated upright, and you're going to stretch the arms back, even looking up and back, and coming back to center. We're going to stretch it up and back, and to center, and stretch it up and back, and to center. And one more time, stretch it up and back, and to center. You're going to bring your ball in between your knees, sit near the end of your chair, and we're going to do some squeezes. We're going to squeeze that ball. So you're going to feel your inner thighs work and those inner hips work. Squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, guys. You're going to hold onto your ball and you're going to squeeze and push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to take that ball, we're going to bring it to the right and to the left. You really want to be pulling up tall through your spine, belly in strong, because I want you to rotate, but use those stomach muscles to rotate yourself. We rotate right and left, and you can keep your head just looking straight forward so you don't get dizzy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, we're going to reach the ball forward and then pull in. Reach and pull, reach and pull, reach and pull, and reach and pull. Now, when you pull in, you're going to do a double bounce. Reach, double bounce, reach, double bounce, reach, double bounce, reach, and double bounce. Next, we're going to high knee. We're going to pick up right knee, tap the ball, pick up left knee, tap the ball. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next up, sit to stand. We're going to do 10 of these unless you need to take it a little slower. Here we go. Standing up, your ball can just stay right where it is, or you can reach up over the head. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. We're going to put the ball again back behind, up near the ribs, so we can stretch it back. We'll do some more of those stretches. So if you need to go to your wall, go to your wall. Otherwise, here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. You're going to bring the ball back around between the knees. Sit near the edge so that you can lean backwards. And we're going to march the knees and we're going to do double leg lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, if you want to try that double leg lift, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go ahead and take a stretch here. My favorite stretch is that kicking the leg through so that you can lean back and get that quad stretch and that hip flexor stretch. But if you, for whatever reason, can't quite do that with your chair setup, you can stand up and grab a hold of your foot to quad stretch. And change. If you have a long resistance band, you're going to grab that. We're going to row. So you're going to put it around your feet. Your feet are going to extend and we're going to pull back like this. If you feel like your band is going to slip off your feet, you can always wrap it around one foot like a loop-de-loop. And that way you know you've got a little bit more security because you don't want it to fling up and hit you in the face, right? So we're going to row back and row back. I am keeping my hands pretty low versus pulling them up because I don't want you to shrug your shoulders, right? We want to keep the shoulders down and then think the shoulder blades are pinching inward and staying down, going towards your hip pockets in the back. So if your band is too light, too easy, you can double it up as an intensification. Let's do 10 of these. Here we go. You're going to exhale, pull 1, pull 2, pull 3, pull 4, pull 5, 6, exhale 7, exhale 8, exhale 9, and exhale 10. Go ahead and release. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to push. So the band is either going to go around the back of your chair or around your back at your ribs. So you're going to end up grabbing it and pushing forward. I really actually prefer to go around the chair. So I'm going to go ahead and move so I can get that band around the chair up high. I'm not going to lean back in it. I'm going to stay upright so that my abs have to work. I'm going to say it's a little bit more comfortable and a little harder to do because you've got a space between the object and the resistance, and it just really intensifies it. So if you can find a way to hook it around something where it's not your back, but if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys, we're going to take an upper body break and we're going to go back to the lower body. We're going to use a resistance band to go around the leg. You're going to take your band and put it around your knees. You're going to open your feet pretty wide where you feel there's tension. You're going to sit up tall. I would say I feel like somebody's pulling up my pants and I'm sticking my butt out in the back, and then I'm going to push the band open versus sitting like this and trying to push the band open. This is fine, but this position here is going to get it better. It's going to really get that booty working for you. Let's do 10 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take your band, you're gonna put it down to your feet, wrap it right over the shoes, and we're gonna lift the leg to a high knee. There's gonna be more resistance here. Now, if your band is like mine, I've got, I think, the heavy fabric band, it's a little hard to pull. Like, I'm not even like stretching the band. So I would probably switch it out to more of a latex loop band, probably on the heavier side, although this is a light one. But I think you'll find that you can maybe get just, it feels like there's just something more happening there. Give that a whirl, see what you think. If you don't like it seated, you can always do something similar standing, and you're gonna lift your legs like a march, okay? So that's another way to do the same exercise if you're able to stand up to do the high knee marches. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the elbows to the chair or to your ottoman, and we're going to step back into a plank. So once you get into your plank, you're going to hold that there. We can also do little mountain climbers where you bring a foot forward and you change and bring the foot forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, guys. Stand up and recover. Shake out your legs. Next up, we're going to balance. You're going to stand on your right foot. You're going to kick your left leg behind you using your glute again. You can do this standing fairly upright. You can also do this leaning forward, okay, holding onto your chair. Both ways work very well. The leaning forward is a little bit more challenging in a different way. If you're upright, it's a little more challenging because you can't lift the leg as high. But if you're more forward, you've got to use more strength through the standing leg, through the standing hip, and your core and your back muscles have to work a lot harder. So find the one that feels most challenging to you, and we'll do 10 lifts on each side. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Change legs. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we are going to grab your weights because we're going to do some arm raises. You're going to sit up tall, shoulders are going to roll down your back, and then your rib cage. We want to make sure it contracts in a little bit like we did earlier in our warm-up. From there, your head is back, and we're going to lift the arms to a little V. So you're pushing the shoulders down to lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more to make it 5. Now you're going to turn the palms up and bend the elbows. Now you're going to reach in the same direction, and we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, we're going to bicep curl. So you're going to bring it to hammer style, which means the palms are facing inward towards your legs, and you're going to bend the elbows, keeping the fingers facing each other like driving a hammer into a nail. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a break and shake out your arms. Next, we're going to go overhead press. So you're going to bring the weights to your shoulders. You're going to press one up, turn and look up, and then come down, and then push up and look up. I call it the light bulb reach. And you're going to look where you're going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. 5, last one, 4, 6. Take a rest and shake out your arms. Going to repeat these exercises again. So you're going to bring the weights down. We're going to turn them just out a little bit, and we're going to go up into this V position with the palms facing each other. Then we're going to do it with the palms up to the ceiling. Then you've got your bicep curls. Here we go. Inhale. Contract those ribs in and down. Exhale, shoulders push. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then you're going to bend the elbows a little bit, turn the palms up. We're reaching in the same direction. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bicep curl hammer style. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a rest, shake out your arms. You can even do the little pot stir to each side. That might even get a little bit more traction out. And then we're going to do the overhead reaches. This time though, we're going to do both arms at the same time, and we won't look up. We're just going to go up and down. Your elbows can be forward. So most people feel that this is more comfortable, but if you're more comfortable going this way, that's what I'll have you do. Here we go. Inhale. Then you're going to exhale to push them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you probably have noticed that seated arm work is more challenging because you don't have the use of your legs or your hips or your butt to help you lift. It is all now strictly upper body and core work. Now we are going to do a bent over row, but we're going to use the chair. You can be up on the top part as a support. You could be down on the bottom part as a support. But here's what I want you to see. I'm not looking for a row that looks like this, bringing you up to your shoulder, because that's not working your back. That's really just working the front of your arm. And we just worked the front of the arm pretty well, right? So we're going to think of pulling the shoulder back away from the ear and contracting the upper back muscle here. So I'm contracting my shoulder blade and my back muscles, not my arm muscle. Okay. So that's going to end up having your hand closer to your hip than to your shoulder. Okay. We're doing one arm at a time and 10 reps. Inhale, exhale, 1, exhale, 2, exhale, 3, exhale, 4, exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's try the other side. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next, we're going to do another set of sit to stands. I would like you to hold weights. Having them here or here in front is going to make it a little bit more challenging than down by your sides. Okay, so let's see what you can do. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. We're going to stand up and do another set of bicep curls. This time your palms will be forward and we'll curl them up. I'm going to change to the heavier set. Standing with the knees soft, your abs are on, and think those ribs are pulling in to contract. Shoulders are back, and down in your head is also back. And we go. Inhale, exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going to work the hamstring now. So you're going to hold the chair, you're going to point one foot behind, and you're going to bend the knee. Now don't over bend the knee on the first round. Think just enough to contract in the back of the leg. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just go to 5. 5 and change. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Shake out the legs. We'll do another round. This time I'd like you to do it with a little bit more bent over posture. So you're going to soften the knees and hinge forward. Your hand can be on the top of the chair or 2 hands on the base of the chair. You're going to point 1 foot back. You're going to notice you're going to get higher up with that kick, and it's easier to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Stand up and shake it out. Next up is a hip hike. You're going to pick up 1 foot and lift the hip up towards the ceiling and towards the wall or the chair. So if I'm picking up my right, which may be your left foot, you're thinking of this hip coming up, this hip pushing you a little bit that way. Now you notice I'm not kicking the leg out. I'm not doing a fire hydrant. I'm hiking a hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch. And we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's go ahead and do one more round. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next up, calf raise. Now a lot of people, they come up, they got a little bit of weakness, so they roll to the outside edge of their feet. So what you can do, if you can put the ball between your ankles or right between your shoes. When you lift up, you're going to still try to squeeze the ball with your ankles. That's actually intensifies it quite a bit. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take rest. We'll do it again. This time maybe you can do it without holding on, but if you still need it, please do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to stretch a little bit by doing a lunge. So you're going to bring 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I'm trying to stretch not only the back, ankle, and calf, but if I push my hips forward, I'm going to stretch that front hip flexor as well. And then staying in the same position, we're going to stretch the front hamstring. So we'll straighten the front leg now, and we'll bend forward to put the hands onto the chair. To come out of this, you'll bend that front knee again and stand up. And then we'll switch the feet. You're going to bend the front knee, pushing that back hip forward, leaning back a little bit till you feel the stretch in the front hip, as well as in the back Achilles area. And then we'll straighten the front leg and bring the hands down to the chair to stretch the hamstring. And then bending that front knee, pressing yourself back up. Let's do that one more round. Stretch. You can lean back maybe a little bit more. You can even bring the hands backwards if you feel steady enough. And then hands come to the chair and lengthen out the front leg. Bend that front leg so that you can stand up and switch the feet. Going into that lunge, pushing the hips forward, leaning back. And then hands come to the chair and straighten the front leg. Bend the front knee and rise up. We're going to stretch in a wide-legged forward fold. You could use the back of the chair for your arms. You could use the bottom of your chair for your arms. The bottom of the chair is just going to let you go lower towards the floor. But the top of the chair is also a nice option, or your countertop, for the fact that you're not going to go as low, but I might be able to get my head to go through my arm, so it'd be more of an arm stretch and less of a hamstring stretch. And then making your way back up, we're going to do some seated twists. Sitting up tall, shoulders roll back, head is back. Those ribs are going to come in a little bit. Make sure when you're sitting up tall, you're not just sitting up and pushing your chest forward, that we're sitting up with a little bit of a pull in through the abdominals. Then from here, you're going to bring that hand around and you're going to turn. And if you have a back of a chair, and you're going to use that to help you turn a little bit more. And we'll switch to the other side. Turn, bring the hand to the outside edge of the leg, and then see if you can reach back to help you pull. Let's go again, one more round. And switch. And if there was one side that felt a little tighter, you would just do that side again or hold that side a little bit longer. Next, we are going to get into the inner thigh stretch. So you're going to move your legs wide and you're going to push the knees open. So it's the goddess side stretch and twist. So if you straighten, I'm going to go ahead and mirror you. I'm going to keep my left arm. You're going to keep your right arm straight. Bend your left elbow. Push that right knee with that straight arm. You're pushing that knee open. That's it. The further you bend that left elbow, the lower down you go. And then we'll go to the other side. You're going to push that knee backwards away from you. And then you're going to bend that right elbow and get that stretch. So you're not only getting a lower back stretch, but you're going to get that inner thigh stretch as well. Here we go. One more time. Pushing. And pushing. Maybe one more time. That one felt too good. And last time. And here we go. We gotta now get the outside of the hip by doing the figure four, so heel toe your feet in. Now if you have a hard time getting the leg up, all you gotta do is straighten out your left leg and then use that hand to pull it up and then start to move this leg up and in if that's a difficulty. It's just a little trick of the trade. From here, we're gonna move the knee up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. From the down position, we'll just sit up tall and we'll lean forward a little bit with a straight spine. For 4, breathe, 2, and release. Switching to the other side, you're gonna bring that leg up and we're gonna go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, and then keeping it in the down position. We're going to lean forward with a straight spine and breathe for 4, 3, 2, and release. Guys, now we're going to take some side stretching. I do like to do this with a wide leg so I can bring an elbow to the leg. If you need to stay more upright, you can always bring your hand to the chair this would be a perfect example of side stretching without having the legs involved. But if you want to get a little bit deeper, you're going to bring your elbow to the knee and then take that side stretch. And then you'll switch other side. And then coming back to center, let's do it one more time. This time I'm going to do it with my feet together. It would look like this and like this. And then we have 2 more stretches to do. One is going to be a forward fold over your legs. So you're going to pull out extra cushion out of your cushion, get your stomach to lay flat on your legs. So bending the elbows, hands to the knees, belly, and then maybe you can slide down and grab your ankles. You can allow your head to hang, that'd be fine. Then use your hands back onto your knees to help push yourself back up. And our last forward fold is with the feet apart. You're going to do the same thing, your hands to the knees, bending at the elbows. You're going to let the hands come down to ankles or to the floor, and you're going to let your head hang. And then straightening the arms, using those elbows back to your knees to help get yourself back up. Guys, that was it for today's chair fitness class. As always, if you have a comment about the video, I'd love to hear it. Also, my leggings today are from Amelia Activewear. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for your special savings of 15%. They have lots of cool different styles, so you gotta definitely check it out. Also in the description is the link to my website with all kinds of cool toys. If you don't have everything that you need, you can always pick them up there. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.